Dubai on Sunday afternoon. And from the off, it was Proton competition 1 and 2, the 22 and the 11, with Giorgio Roda and Alexander Matchell. Jeremy Clark trying to keep the 50 car in the mix, and it would do so. It's only after being shuffled back. Clean, neat and tidy amongst the LMP3s and the GTs in the early laps this time, after a little bit of carnage yesterday. Alex Malikin struggling to keep, and failing to keep, the number 91 car on track in the early corners, with marbles everywhere here in Dubai. There'd been an incident we didn't see involving this car, that car, and the number 46 car before this shunt involving both of the Optimum McLarens accounted eventually for both of them. 22 and 50 would encounter the stricken McLaren making its way back, and this was Jeremy Clark going by for the lead. Side by side between the number 50 car and the number 11 in what from the start to the finish was an engaging battle between the 10 LMP2 cars in this race, but there was a virtual safety car for the debris left by those early race incidents. Back into racing, it was Jan Bonutet up the inside of Vlad Lomko for the number 22 car, 88 and 87. Sounds like a countdown. It was a countdown to an overtake by the Porsche up the inside into turn 1. Harry King taking the outside line with one of the passes of the race. The young Brit aboard the number 91 car at this stage looked very good for them. 22 and 3 as the damper failed at the rear of the number 3 car. That car would go into the garage, lose 2 laps and an opportunity for a podium finish or better. Side by side, this was Melter Jakobsen and Mathieu Vazevier in a stint-long battle between the two. The 91 and the 22 had been race-long battlers as well, and eventually it would be Tom Dillman that would emerge ahead there. 91 would drop on back down the order. Julian Andlauer eventually ending part of his run on old rubber that just gave up the grip. And a fantastic battle in LMP3 between 3-4 cars at times. This was the battle between Breton Racing and the 15 car for the lead. That would eventually be settled though, as Enio Aguilera almost made it through by this group, the RLR pit crew, that did enough of a difference to give him a substantial edge to the end of the race. Trouble, by the sound of it, between the 10 and the 22, we now understand. And the 22 under investigation for causing a collision with the Montsai car. That would drop him from the lead. And then Tristan Vautier, the hero of the hour at the end of the race. A great battle with Mathieu Vazevier that eventually went the way of the RD Limited man, taking second place in the dying moments of the race. So taking the win, Alex Quinn bringing it home for Algarve Pro Racing in the 20 car, with Ollie Caldwell and Crichton Lentudis on the pit wall, congratulating him home. It would be the 81 Herbeth, the Winward Racing car, sorry, and the 99 Herbeth car taking the win ahead of the AMG. And then RRM Sport with a fantastic win in LMP3,